Imagine someone catches you doing something silly, childish, or weird. You instantly feel embarrassed. But what if those moments actually reveal your true self? This story is about how a master showed his pupil that play is not a weakness, but a path to real strength. Hey, is anyone alive here? Let me know in the comments. My name is Mikhail Voroshtsov. I am a master of stories about life, about the world, about the path, the soul, and the spirit. I want to open the magic of stories for you, the kind of magic that can change your life for the better. Let the light of my story give you the strength to be your best in the best world. Are you ready? Then let's begin. Everyone has their own game. One day, a senior disciple came to the master and said, "Teacher, do you remember that your old friend and companion arrived at our monastery a week ago? But to me he seemed strange." The master asked, "What was so strange about his behavior?" "When your friend walked past a tree, he suddenly picked up a dry twig from the ground and started playing with it like a child. But he's already an old man." What confused me even more was what I saw in the dining hall. He was playing with tea leaves in his cup. The master raised an eyebrow. "And how exactly was he playing with the tea leaves?" He straightened his index finger and dipped it into the tea. The leaves floated to the surface, and then he blew on them. Suddenly he blew so hard that he splashed tea all over the student sitting across from him. "Your friend laughed for so long about this. I just don't understand. What is wrong with him? Maybe he really is not quite normal. Buddha was never that strange." The master smiled and replied, "Ah, but Buddha was even crazier. Once, Buddha and his disciples approached a river. He told them they needed to find a bridge. And so they did. The disciples walked across it. But Buddha? Buddha walked straight into the river without even wading. At one point, the water became too deep and he had to swim. The current carried him downstream. The disciples searched for him the entire day. By evening, they finally found him in a cave, warming himself by the fire and drying his clothes." The disciple frowned. "And what was so abnormal about that?" The master chuckled. "Isn't it strange to find a bridge and still choose to cross the river in your clothes? He could have just walked across the bridge with his students, but that wasn't his way." Then the master added, "My own teacher once caught me doing something unusual. I used to have long hair, and I loved playing with one of my curls. I'd blow on it, watching it float gently above my head. It fascinated me. One day, my teacher walked in on me while I was doing this. I felt embarrassed. After all, adults aren't supposed to do such things. But as he left the room, he simply said, 'It's all right. Everyone has their own games.'" The meaning behind the story. As adults, we forbid ourselves from playing certain games. Why? Because we fear others will label us childish, foolish, immature. Of course, everything has its balance. But remember this, play is not just play. It is an integrative process. It brings together the different parts of your personality. It reveals your true purpose. It unlocks hidden abilities. It fills you with joy, the kind of pure, childlike wonder that makes life feel truly alive. At this peak of joy lies your most powerful point of choice, the happiest, most radiant one. We all face many crossroads in life, but we don't always choose the best one. The best choices come from the paths that are filled with energy, strength, and happiness when your soul shines its brightest. Spiritual enlightenment can come from suffering, or it can come from joy. And those who reach it, those who dare to embrace their playfulness, unlock their genius, they gain the strength to tackle the hardest challenges, to do the impossible. They become almost divine. So play. Play the games that awaken your creative spirit. So you have heard my story. And if you like my wise stories, subscribe to my channel and ask your questions in the comments. Share this story with your loved ones and you will see. Stories create miracles in life and in the world. Let it be so.